G'day and welcome. Well, I caught up with Dave, and we did the XL250 restoration, and he's got that bike now on the road. He's had it registered, and that's probably better. And he offered me a ride, and I said no. I said no a few times. He kept offering me, and I kept saying no because I just thought to myself, what happens if I drop it? That'd be great. So eventually, I relented, stuck a helmet on, went for a ride on it, and just up and down the road. Nothing significant, and it was really, really good, very smooth, really easy to ride. It turned out great. Now he's got a 500 there, which is a rusty frame. Someone's tried to do kind of a bobber thing on a theme on it, I think. Very low slung seat, and he's lowered the forks. He's got 7-inch of fork stanchion hanging out through the top tree. Old car headlight, driving light, a yellow one, all this stuff. It's just a mess. So he's offered it to me several times, and I've kept saying no because I don't really want to take something that I know is worth something. Do you know what I mean? Like, he's given me enough. He gave me the welder and support with MG and the first Starley we did, and he's done a lot. And I mean, I did the bike for him too, and that was a bit of a that wasn't easy, that one. I jumped into that probably a bit overconfident. And of course we had problems with engine knocking and all sorts of stuff. There was all sorts of issues with it. But anyway, now it's all sorted out and registered and it's all good. Which brings us to this XL. It's a frame, front and rear suspension. It's got wheels. Having said that, it's got a 23-inch front and I don't want that. It's got an engine and a tank. That's it. And in there you'll see some footage later on in this video with what it looks like, and also you can't really see the tank because it's under his house, and I thought there was enough light but you can't really see, so I apologise for that. But it's the sort of thing, there's a few people that have done modified XLs that aren't really enduro bikes anymore. They become sort of like brat style things, I think, cafe type stuff, and they actually look really, really good. The problem I've got with the UJM stuff, and this is a great example of this thing behind me, that was supposed to be a bike that was generated from the cafe bits I had, and I still can't find, I don't know where they are. I'm about to have a big clean up in here again, and I can't find them, but I remember them. Oh, Susie's here. I'll turn this off. So the problem I've got with the UJM stuff, or at least I'm talking mainly of the Honda stuff that I've got, is you really need your game plan on to modify them because they look so good stock. There's a lot of stainless or a lot of chrome on them. They just look great. The only thing I can think of where the improvements I've made is low-rise bars, and some of them, like the 350 for example, I would hunker down that taillight a bit because it does look a bit too tall in relation to the length of the bike. But that's about it. You can't really do much else. And so with this one, with the cafe parts, I thought I'll just stick them on and make a bike out of it. Of course, you start making the bike and you think, no, I don't want to do that. They just look too good. So a lot of the stock design cues from various models will be sort of combined into that to make it look the way I want it to look. But an XL in bits without all the original kit, well, that's something you can mess with. And I thought that's probably actually a better platform to make something a bit more adventurous in terms of design. Because I've got no idea what I'm doing. I'm not a bike designer. I'm a mechanic and electronics tech. That's all I am. I'm not a designer. I wouldn't even dare pretend to be. Oh, I'm fixing my wife's necklace. That's what that is. So that sort of is about the sum total of that. So I'm going to take it. I've got to clean up in here first. There's all sorts of mess. And normally after I finish a car, the XW is a good example, I do a big cull, throw a lot of stuff out. The XC is the same. Once the XC is finished, some donated parts were surplus to what I needed, and so I'll offer those parts back to the people that gave them to me. Otherwise, I'll give them to somebody else who's doing one, because they'll give them to me. I won't try and sell them. So that will cull a lot of stuff, particularly in the shed, and therefore make more room. So I've got to have another clean up. There's a bench over there that was originally up here and then went there. So it's coming back up this end. I'll widen it and I'll raise it a little bit and stuff a bike under that. And I'll put a new top on, make it look nice. and we'll be sort of in better stead to get more stuff done. Day by day, bits and pieces are trickling in. I went to see Pete at New Brakes. This is the original top brake line for the 350 Honda. It was longer, and I asked him to shorten it because it's a recent one. It's very well made, and because I've got low riser bars, it was in this sort of question mark shape, and I didn't want that. I just wanted it dropping straight down onto the brake junction where the switch is. And so he just did that for me, and I can put that on. I've also got the kit somewhere. What happened to the kit? I've got the overhaul kit for the caliper, so I can get going on that. And of course, Suzuki stuff's coming and all the rest of it. The plater, I've got to go back to the plater. I've got some bits and pieces down there to go back there. I'm picking up the carburetor bits on Wednesday, so I'll finish off the carburetor video, and I'll send one of those off to a friend, and I'll keep one. And bits and pieces of the 350 Honda around the choke control and that sort of stuff. I want to get that done too, just to neaten it up. But so far as this XL is concerned, I think what we'll do is we'll get a hold of it. The engine's in bits, and the frame, the bike's just a mess. I'm not going to use a 23-inch front rim. I'm going to do something different. So with all of that babbling and rambling said, I hope you enjoy. Revisiting the XL. How perfect is this? That's really sweet, isn't it?
Yeah. It starts so easy at that.
Yeah. Oh, you give it a decent kick, you got single start, yeah. We've just got to fix that front guard. We've got to steal one for it. Oh, I've got that one coming. I'm glad you're happy with it. It's grouse.
Right. Put a clutch in it.
Yeah, you said that. The other one was slipping, was it?
Yeah. Made a rider in that.
Perfect. This is a cold engine too. Is the choke still on? Awesome. It's like a bike junkyard.
They don't look that much different, actually. Yeah. But see how they sit in?
No, but these ones are sitting.
They sit in a bit different. See, like that.
Yeah.
But I can always pull one of these apart and get them.
What's this thing again?
I don't know, one of those
Chinese
big
ones.
bikes, like Atomic.
Oh, Atomic. Yeah, I can see it. There's a pretty big barrel on it. What is it?
It's a 140 or something. Well, that one there's a 140. I know that.
That looks bigger, doesn't it? They're also like Honda rip-offs, aren't they?
Yeah. The compression on this thing is insane.
Is that the one that you can't get the wheel down?
Yeah.
Where'd you get it from again?
I don't know where Danny got that. He got it when I was up in the territory last year.
He didn't nick it, did he?
And this one I've got the shop before, I just took it off.
Does this not work? The throttle's all jammed up.
I guess all been sitting out in the weather and that.
That's a nice rusty frame. Is that the 250 frame?
That's a 250 frame.
And that's the 500.
That's the 500.
And that's standard the way the shocks are sitting? It's sort of canted a lot more than the 250, aren't they?
No, it's all the same.
Oh, really?
All the same. The only thing different is for the 500 motor, you have shorter brackets of these.
Oh, yeah.
And then, see on the 500, this comes across here. On the 250, it's left.
Yes.
That's right, so the motor sits.
Yeah, it's different. Have you got those bits?
Which bits?
The bits, the shorter brackets for the motor?
Yeah. It's got all the motor and that, it's just, I took them off here. That's why I thought if I was going to pop the 500 in that other 250, but it won't work anyway.
Yeah. No, you'd do. You'd powder coat that. I would.
Yeah, but at Vic Roads they asked me for the compliance plate and I didn't have it on me, the number.
Oh,
Yeah.
hang on, that's got a compliance
Yeah,
button. hasn't
yeah, but on the other, I was when I was at Vic Roads, I didn't have any number.
it?
Yeah, the 250s there, their compliance down here.
Yeah, on the
somewhere.
leg, on the
Well, that one.
that's got
Around-
one.
It's around here
Yeah,
on this one,
that's got one.
and it's around here on this. Oh yeah, down there on the 500.
What do you use that? You know, you never read that.
Something 81.
Oh, 81 is it? Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're the original wheels, are they?
Yeah. Yeah, this has got a brand new tyre.
Oh, you take it off and keep it.
Yeah.
See, I wouldn't want a tyre that big, a wheel that big.
Yeah.
What are you going to do with it, Dave?
You can have it. That's what I said. I don't want it.
You're going to want it.
No.
Let's,
You can have it all.
no, let's do it. And we can fit this to your Beamer. What do you think?
I got even under the house again.
So hang on, what if you're going to do this? What colour frame?
I'm not going to do it.
But if you were, Dave,
Probably still with black.
you'd do it black, would you?
Yeah.
You wouldn't do it red?
Well, then it'd be like the later models. That can't be stand up as well, I think.
Yeah, but it's fixable.
Yeah.
Oh, hang on.
I've got other float bowls. I've got other cardies, but not 500 ones necessarily.
Oh, yeah, but you can always find that sort of stuff. I reckon we do it.
You can do it. You can have it.
No,
You're sitting there with
no, I don't.
nothing,
I actually don't want it, but I want you to.
I don't want
You do want it.
it. Nah.
You fucking do. Look at this. That's great. I better cut that bit out there.
They've just dropped it down. Because
Yeah,
they're trying to make a bobber out of it or something.
Yeah, I see. It's got a bobbery type seat, I
That's
suppose.
that's why they've been fucking around with that. And
They've put more effort into that than the rest of it.
I swapped it for that go-kart I got off you.
Oh, I remember. Did you? That was years ago. I reckon we do it. I reckon we do it.
And
This one,
that's the 500, so it's got heaps more
Yeah.
clutch plates as well.
this is the one that had the knackered conrod.
No, I
in it.
don't reckon it was.
Hang on, isn't it got a...
Oh, yeah, a little bit, isn't
But there was a crank, a complete crank in good nick advertised for $250.
I saw that.
Yeah, did I forward that to you?
Yeah.
Look at the piston in it. It's like the
Yeah,
bloody...
it's huge. Compared to
It's
the
like a
250.
three-
Well, yeah.
302.
That's the head off 250. That's the head on barrel off the 500 here.
Massive.
Yeah.
That's cool. Oh, and there's a 250 slug.
That's all 250
Yeah.
shit there.
Yeah, because we pulled this apart at the workshop.
Yeah.
But it wasn't that bad from memory, was it?
No. No, I probably shouldn't have even pulled it apart.
No, but it would be hard to figure out how to put it together.
What's that there? Another head there.
That would be 250 ones.
Yeah, they're both 250 motors down here.
Oh, yeah. I reckon do that one. Oh, that's the one that...
That's the one I blew up in shape. And that's
No, that's the 500 one there, isn't it? Okay.
yeah, the red one.
And that was the 250 one that
Yeah.
had the air in it.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then there's just still some wheels. So this
I don't know. I wouldn't want to
And
put a
then
20.
there's still that.
Oh,
Well done.
right. Okay. There's this one. QA50, which I've still got the tank on somewhere. And those
Oh,
rims.
look, it's got a fuel tank. That's had a Jim Beam bottle as a fuel tank before.
Jim Beam. Oh, they're back wheels, eh?
Yeah. One front wheel, two backs.
What size front is it? Is it
That's
20?
23 as well.
Too big.
They all had 23s.
Yeah. So there you go. These sorts of things, the XLs are not a sort of a chromed up classic, so I sort of feel pretty good about doing something more out there. There's a bunch of, looking on Google Images, there's a bunch of people that have done sort of modified XLs that look pretty good. There's one company, Ellis Speed in Queensland, they've got a beautiful looking bike, an XL. They've got a portfolio of bikes that look fantastic. Their XL looks fantastic, but the headlight's not for me, and I'd probably be inclined to leave the spacing on the guards a little more even. But that being said, it's a tremendous looking thing, and so there's a lot of stuff we can do that's more acceptable on that bike than I think on some of the older classics. But look, design is one of the art forms, and basically it's an open slabber. But in saying that, I'm not a designer, as I said before. I'm really no designer at all. So if you've got ideas or point me in the direction of something which you think looks pretty good, I'd like to see it so that it sort of gives me a bit more of an idea. I am fussy with lines. In terms of the seats, the non-genuine seats, I'd like the line to be level with the tank. So it's a continuous thing. I don't like it when you've got a tank and you've got the seat up here, sort of thing. Like the base of the seat, if you know what I mean. And as I said with the other bike that LSB did, they've got the front guards right on top of the tyre and the rear one's got heaps of clearance. And I'd kind of sort of even it up a bit if that was me doing that, but that's just me. It's basically you make it up as you go along, I guess. So anyway, hope you've enjoyed this. Take good care of yourselves, and I'll see you soon. What do you reckon? Shit.